Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them, because you helped me to make them. Your loving, Daddy.
All the engines on the Fat Controller's railway are really important and really useful. James had just learned his lesson about being bossy, and he was doing great with his trains. Gordon was doing great with his trains as well, and Percival was doing good with the mail. But Thomas was in his shed, sulking. "Oh, driver," he grumbled, "how come I don't get to see the world? I'm always in the sheds all day. I'm never useful like all the other engines." "Why, sure you are, Thomas," said the driver. "As a matter of fact, I just got a phone call from the Fat Controller. We need to go pick up a train at the yard." This'll be good," thought Thomas. "Now I can show the Fat Controller just how useful I am." And he puffed away. Soon Thomas arrived at the yard. He saw his trucks. They were filled with new materials for the bridge. He had to take them to the docks. So he buckled up, and he was on his way. Soon Thomas arrived at the docks. He saw Bertie. "Bertie, do you know where I'm supposed to bring these supports for the bridge?" "Why, yes, Thomas. I believe that you're supposed to bring it over by that crane over there." "Thank you," said Thomas, and he was on his way. But he was puffing really quickly, and he didn't realize that the tracks were really slippery from the rain. Thomas was puffing very, very quickly, and he accidentally skidded onto the wrong track that led near the quay. "Stop!" cried Bertie. He tried to stop, but it was too late. The trucks had plunged into the sea. "Oh dear," said Thomas. "What have I done?" Until the Fat Controller arrived. "Chumish, what is the meaning of this?" "I'm sorry, sir. I wasn't being careful where I was going, and I crashed, and these trucks fell into the sea." "Bertie, do you have a rope so Thomas can pull these trucks out?" "Why, yes, I do." Bertie gave the Fat Controller the rope. "All right, Thomas, on the count of 3, heave. 1, 2, 3. Soon Thomas had pulled the wet trucks out of the sea. "Good job, Thomas. Now bring these trucks back." "Yes, sir." And he did. Soon Thomas was back in his warm shed. "Well, hey," said his driver, "you did see the world." "Yeah, you're right," said Thomas. "But I caused an accident. The Fat Controller's going to be really cross with me," said Thomas. Soon the Fat Controller arrived. "Well, Chumish," he boomed, "you wanted to see the world, and you did. But you did cause an accident, but you did help to clean it up and fix it." "Well, I did," said Thomas, "and you were really useful while doing it." "I was," Thomas said. "Well, Thomas, for your act of bravery, you shall get a new coat of paint and 2 new coaches and your very own branch line." "Why, thank you, sir," Thomas said happily. 3 cheers for Thomas! Hip, hip, hooray! And Thomas just blew his whistle happily.